Thank you. Design is a theater of imagination and a force of change. For as long as he has been creating, the theater of Alessandro Michele's work has been dazzling, fit for Instagram, which is much more important these days than being fit for kings and queens. But it's his devotion to change that excites us more. Since becoming creative director of Gucci, Alessandro has disrupted what had become a rather bourgeois house. He was hardly the obvious first choice, and yet seemingly overnight, his quirky but totally original point of view erased all that had come before. It was as though the world said, well, of course, this is Gucci. Alessandro himself once said, I am trying to cause a little revolution inside the company to push another language a different way. I hope the pressures of this industry won't smooth his edges, because from his gender-challenging shirts to his improbable fabrics, that different way is what we all love the most. Alessandro had only 5 days to prepare his first collection, a creative feat that is all the more impressive when you consider that even that first show defined a point of view that is unmistakably his own. He has made the idea of starting from scratch each season seem old-fashioned. Design is about new ideas, but it turns out that many people are happiest when their favorite new clothes don't immediately become old. Alessandro saw that intrinsically. I suspect because he sees garment not just as objects to be desired, but as expressions of emotion. All of this is not bad for a man who much resembles Jared Leto in a particularly Byron-esque mood. I suspect that when Jared and Alessandro came together to both the Met and the Oscars this past spring, people thought they were seeing double. What they were really seeing, of course, was artist and muse, a magical exchange that Alessandro has renewed under the scrutiny of the public gaze. He has made his fashion and his house human again. It is daring and idiosyncratic, but poetic and romantic too. There is nothing mass or manufactured about his clothes, just as there is nothing manufactured about Alessandro. He is, by his own description, an eccentric who thrives on clutter. Alessandro has only 2 feet, but last I checked, he owned 360 pairs of shoes. His studio at his country house sits precariously on a mountain cliff, and sometimes I like to think of him there on his audacious overlook, at peace with himself, even as he breaks all the rules. He has helped us dream more freely, even through one of the world's biggest brands. It's the triumph of the real thing that we celebrate tonight, and the sweetness of the man who brings it to us. It is my great, great pleasure to present Alessandro Michele with the CFDA International Award.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm quite nervous. I have to confess that I am very happy and a little nervous to be on this stage in front of all of you tonight. It is really unbelievable for me that you are honoring me with this international award. So I would first like to deeply thank the Council of Fashion Designers of America for their belief in me. And then I would like to thank Anna, who has been such an amazing supporter from the very beginning, for her beautiful words which make me feel very humble. I would never have guessed that I would be given an award for doing the job that I love and for my creativity when I become creative director. I would like to share this award with each and everyone working with me in Gucci. But tonight, there are two incredible men who I really need to thank. The extraordinary manager who always stood by me and gave me the opportunity of a lifetime. Marco Bizzarri, my amazing CEO, who unfortunately is not here tonight. Marco, get well soon. He believed in me since the beginning of my journey. Thank you to François-Henri Pinault, that he's here tonight with me, who is always behind me and my choices. I believe that no designer works with the aim to receive an award. The award symbolizes the fact that it is a shared pleasure, meaning that people have witnessed your work and have loved it as much as you have. That is the reason why this award is very significant for me. Thank you, everybody, and good night.